live for MLB Picks for the new week, Tuesday, May 28th. Just going to get right into it today. Memorial Day weekend started hot, did not end hot. It was a pretty rough Sunday, Monday, but regardless, we're gonna get back to it this week here. We're gonna start off with Pirates and Tigers over 7. Looking at both of these guys, Jarrett Jones, road ERA 3.86. His last 5 games, he's allowed 3, 3, 2, 0, and 3. 3 plus in half of his games this year, and 5 homers in his last 5 games. Scooball's got a 2.61 home ERA. He's allowed 4, 0, 2, and 2, and the last 4, 2, 1, 2, and 4 at home. He's got 6, 1, 7, and 6 hits allowed in his last 4. And if they if they keep him out for the third time around, his ERA skyrockets to 5.91 with a 3.19 batting average, 3.16 on base, and a 5.11 slug. Pittsburgh versus lefties last 2 weeks, they're batting 2.31, 2.92 with a 4.09 slug, 97 WRC plus, and a 178 ISO. 33.5% hard hit and a 40% fly ball rate, which will pair with the wind that's blowing out today. I just had my weather disappear, but it is blowing out today. So I like that there. And then Detroit has been raking off righties the last 2 weeks. Batting 291, 350 with a 474 slug, 183 ISO, 133 WRC plus, and a 33.3% hard hit with 35% fly ball. Blowing out to left field at 7.5, 8 miles an hour today. 70-degree day, so should be fine there. Pittsburgh, but the bullpens is where this is really gonna, I think, gonna start scoring. Is Pittsburgh's bullpen's got a 5.60 FIP with a 5.04 xFIP the last 7 days, allowing 3.23 batting average, 1.85 WHIP, a 54.3% left on base. So guys are getting on, or they're inheriting runners, and they're not doing a very good job of not letting them come home and cross the plate. They've also got a 42.3% hard hit rate, which is highest in the majors, and a 47.8% fly ball with a 3.56 BABIP. So if they're hitting balls, they're getting hit hard, and they're getting put in play. And I don't think Detroit's going to have much of an issue at home. They've just been playing really well offensively. And then Detroit's bullpen, 5.81 FIP with a 5.02 xFIP. They're allowing a 3.08 batting average, 1.74 WHIP, 49.3% left on base. So these are bottom 2 or 3 in the majors at inheriting runners and leaving them on. And then a 38% hard hit with a 40.2% fly ball. So I think we're going to see some runs here. Maybe it'll be 2-1 after 5, but then once these bullpens come in, I think we're gonna start getting some runs here on both sides of the or both teams here. So playing the over 7 in that one. Next, Brewers and Cubs. Playing the Brewers first 5, 3-way money line, minus 110. Brewers are 4-1 in the first 5 run line at home in their last 5, and they're 8-2 in the last 10. So they've been jumping out to leads and hanging on to them, but they've been the bullpen's been kind of letting them down. So I'm not going to bother with the bullpen. I'm just going to back Freddie here. Versus Ben Brown. I mean, Peralta versus the Cubs. He's got a 165 batting average with a 311 slug. His expected batting average is a 183 with a 276 expected slug. 32% K rate with a 14% walk rate, so that's a little high, but I think he's going to do a better job of dialing in today. Bigger game, considering it's Counsell and the Cubs back, so I think this is a big series. I think Freddie's going to be ready to roll today at home, and they get Ben Brown. He's got a 4.44 road ERA. His expected ERA is a 4.76, and he only goes for about 3 innings, roughly, maybe 4. So the Cubs bullpen, they've got a 4.58 xFIP FIP with a 3.79 xFIP, 2.44 batting average, 1.24 WHIP, 51.4% left on base, and a 35.7% hard hit, which is 7th highest in the majors right now. And Brewers versus righties the last 2 weeks, they're batting 265 with a 330 on base, 405 slug, 0.139 ISO, 110 WRC plus, 8.5 walk rate with a 22.9% K rate, so they're not striking out much, kind of league average at walking. So I think just not striking out, being able to put the ball in play is going to put pressure on this defense. And they've not been doing a very good job of keeping runners on base. So I think that'll be fine there. And the offensive side, the Cubs have not been doing too well. Righties versus last 2 weeks, 206 batting average, 301 on base, 342 slug, a .136 ISO, 89 WRC plus. So they've been struggling a little bit, and I think Freddie's gonna give them hell today. So I'm taking the F5 run line essentially for the Brewers here today. Next one is Blue Jays team total going over 4.5 -135. Clevenger's last 3 games, he's got a 16.7% barrel rate and a 35.7% hard hit. He's got a 6.75 ERA with an expected ERA of 7.13, which is bottom 1% in the majors. He's been bad, and he's allowed 5, 3, 1, and 3 in his outings this year. He's walked 9, struck out 15, given up 4 bombs in 15 innings this year. And that bullpen they have has been pretty atrocious. They got a 14.3% K to walk rate, 257 batting average, a 154 whip, 310 BABIP, 73% left on base, and a 5.2 FIP, with a 4.3 xFIP here and a 35.1% hard hit rate. And the Blue Jays versus righties last 2 weeks, 10.2% walk, 15.7% K, 264, 344 on base, 469 slug with a .205 ISO, 132 WRC plus. So I know it's going to be some potential weather in Chicago. I just don't think it's going to be much of an issue. I mean, the Blue Jays aren't striking out much. They're drawing walks. Clevenger and that bullpen walk guys, and they're on the struggle bus. So I mean, I have no worries that the Blue Jays are gonna be able to score here today. The wind's blowing out at 8 miles an hour, but still there might be some weather, but Blue Jays can still play small ball and get some runs across on this pretty bad White Sox team here today. And then the final play I'm on is going to be the Angels over 3.5 here. They're getting Nestor Cortez, lefty, and the Angels have been absolutely crushing lefties as of late. They're number 1 in the majors last 3 weeks, 6.5 walk rate, 20.3% K rate, 302 average, 344 on base, 541 slug, 885 OPS with a 238 ISO and a 146 WRC plus. And hard hit rates they're struggling a little bit in that. It's like 27.7%, but they're just playing good ball. I mean, the wind is blowing out today too, 70 degrees with a 7 mile an hour wind blowing out to center field. With Anaheim being a notorious hitter's park, I think that'll be fine. And if we're gonna look at Nestor Cortez here, he's been solid at home, but he hits the road. He's been a struggle bus. At the Rays, he gave up 4 and 5 innings, 4 and 6 innings at Baltimore, 4 and 4 innings at Cleveland, 3 and 5 at Arizona, and 4 at Houston. So I mean, if you just look at that, his road splits, he's got a 6.75 ERA on the road and a 1.12 ERA at home. So he hates leaving the Bronx, and I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle bus for him today. I mean, Angels have been playing pretty well. They've been scoring still. So giving 3.5 at -110 is a steal. So I'm gonna play that. And if we look at the Yankees bullpen too, just in case, or for when they come in, the last 7 days they've been just had it. They've been 5th worst in the majors. They got a 5.8 FIP, 4.08 xFIP, so they should be doing some positive regression. But 23% K rate, 10.5% walk rate, 265 batting average, a 1.5 WHIP, 70% left on base, and a 300 BABIP. So, and hard hit is 6th highest in the majors at 37.1%. So, I think the Angels are going to be able to get 4 runs here. I think it'll be a higher scoring game. I think the Angels are potentially live here, but Griffin Canning's just he's been better lately, but I don't want to put my money back in Griffin Canning or that Angels bullpen at all. So give me the 3.5 team total here to close that one out. And that's going to be it. I may add another play today. I've been eyeballing Oakland in some way, potentially today, but never pulled the trigger. So just to recap, we got Pirates Tigers over 7, Brewers 3-way F5 money line minus 110, Blue Jays over 4.5 at minus 135, and the Angels over 3.5. That's going to do it for today. If I have anything, I will just tweet it out or add it under the video. Appreciate it.